Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Bust through the tackle. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage,
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 368. It's second down. Dalton looking. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down. A.J. Green, certainly an elite receiver in this league, but he might have his hands full. He's going to be shadowed by Casey Hayward throughout, so defensively they've decided to go best on best.
And Hayward has really developed during his time in the NFL. I think when he came out, people saw him as a change-up guy. He's a full-time corner who can play outside and inside, and he's a ball magnet.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
He's got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I can understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
1st and 10 for Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Bengals. 45 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals. second down. Dalton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And Dalton to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Here's Dalton. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals are in for 6. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Brandon Marshall in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, getting ready for something coming left.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Legion with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Yeah.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Yeah.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Shedding the... And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him.
Normally like late, but he might. It's the weekend. He might be gone.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 All right, now, look at 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So Dalton now. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Andy Dalton now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down.
He goes 368.
All right. There you go.
Dalton here from the gun. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Go on the ball.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And this one is no good.
Oh, my God.
But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Dalton. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
See that?
To throw here, Dalton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth in. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, and we've talked about it before.
Now who you play?
55, 60 yards, low trajectory. From here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off
yeah.
at the 24. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing make
His teammates shoot those better on.
get some more points.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The intended receiver there, Allen. That'll bring up second down.
It is what it is, man. You ain't had nothing to do with that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter, the Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. This one fielded at the 5. Return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
368!
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got it in. It's Ross. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
They go 368. They go 368.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And his kick is right through. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big
I'm
chunk
from
play
Macon, Georgia. I live in Maryland.
Get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Nah, Southern Maryland.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Man open left side, it's Williams.
Southern Maryland.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. And this quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
And you say you will?
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball hops out, incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Stay out.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right down the brink, aren't they?
The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
There you go, 368. Hey.
It's 2nd down. Dalton look it. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
I can't get in the fucking end zone.
On first, here's Washington. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive, until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Desmond King picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Boy.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now he'll look to throw here.
Fuck, man.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football
Fuck, he did that shit.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now.
He was going at the other dude.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Whoa! Oh, my goodness. Watch this, bro. Watch this.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Oh, my God.
5 straight completions.
No way.
Second half.
No way he should have got that ball. No way.
Dalton to Mixon on the check down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Operating from the gun. Dalton dumps it off to Mixon.
Fumble. Yes.
And all the ball is out. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So the defense here, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short.
Throw the ball, man. Damn it.
They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Bengals gets him that time down.
You know you ain't.
Carlos Dunlap.
You know you ain't getting shit over this way.
Number 7 for him on the year. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 14. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And caught right side, Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch.
He just drunk, old drunk ass one.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
He goes 368. Go, we're good. Raise up.
Old drunk ass Winston.
Going for the deep ball. Great. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return.
I can't do nothing with this nigga.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained
let
drive
me get those chocolate chips,
Unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Oh, man, shit, them bitches hot as a motherfucker.
Finish off the drive.
Moss as a motherfucker.
Well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off.
Oh.
That's how we get it done.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes.
Man, come on, man.
Break tackles and increase
This
those
nigga
gains.
dudes be everywhere.
Throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game.
Well, guess it won't be
They
official.
just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2.
I ain't doing that, man.
Get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see
I just be playing the game, man.
They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get
I
out
want
of
to play.
it.
I want to play that
Right
nigga
now, he's
again.
just locked in a really bad way.
I want to play that nigga.
Over here, over here. You're good.
That's when he. That's probably when he sleep.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. Thomas, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but when he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect.
Can't do
That's a
though.
great job.
Whatever he is.
By the Bengal pressure. Brandon Marshall in there to
This
take
nigga
him
drank
down
and
take
smoked
us to the
cigarette.
2-minute warning. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Man, come on, these bitches ain't catching the ball. Not bad.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide
How you
open
say Endo?
receivers.
Get my
Everything
cheek played.
seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive.
Blitz.
Carl Lawson in
Donovan
there to
blitzing
sack him,
on a nigga,
and that is
man.
10 for him now on the year. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. He'll drop to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, my dude.
Not running. Dalton wants to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he bats it away.
UCF.
And falls down incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots
they
like
missed
that
free
downfield?
throws too, though.
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard
I ain't been
line.
watching him.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. So Dalton now rolling to his right.
God damn.
15.
How the hell he do that, yo?
Get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Dude, he threw a ball 30 yards down the field to a spot where nobody was and went and got that bitch with John Ross.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah,
that nigga eating everything he see tonight.
If you will. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will extend this big lead. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something
on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability there to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A 2nd down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hands.
My ass.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump over to the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's
my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will return this one to the 30-yard
change the channel to that
motherfucker. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Tied that.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing?
That nigga beat the shit out of me, man.
I don't know. It has not been good.
Yeah, shit was 35-0. Dude, I got a tough schedule coming up. I got the Broncos next week. Then I got the Miles. Then I got the Jets. Then I got Miles again.
I swear, baby, it was just cause now. How could I forget that you done for me? Baby, gonna take the charge and take the fall from me. Would love to take you shopping, but I'm in your toys. Sorry, little mama, I can give you more. Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero that I'll get my baby 35.
coming back, where's you at on the map? Everything is intact, could have been a seamstress, still wouldn't cut him slack. Pretty much ain't got a clue, itty bitty piggyback off everything I do. But I'm still dropping, got him looking like James Harden at the awards. Back to you, I'm so into you. For real, bread, like I'm kin to you. If you a 10, I add 10 to you. They be mad when I 10 to you. That's what the bay like. Call me Buffy, cause that's what I slay like. These, I son them like it's daylight. These wanna know what it's like. What it like, yo, what it like, yo. They wanna know what it's like, yo. All this ice is like snow. Get kimonos and let's fly to Tokyo. Pretty, pretty, please, baby, won't you cop this for me?
I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you centered right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell the hero Dale, get my baby 30 down. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me.
Yeah.
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. But promise I don't give a about them. Let them out 20 red till them don't need nothing. Got like and the can't go enter. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember out of Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Cause I'm used to getting things from a text. So I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say do. Tell break bread, a fake dead, a bit, they hate that. 50 million, you die, they make that middle.
But you got them bitches in the motherfucker. You got them bitches in the what that goddamn shit? Nah, the other the fryer thing. Air fryer, yeah. You got them bitches in the air fryer, cuz. Hey, I put some biscuits in that dick one morning, man. Them bitches whoop. Bitch. Hey. You know the little grandpa, whatever they call the ones in the can that you pop open.
To the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Send with your ad, drop it out with Alabama ad. That would get for trying to battle rap. Head, be one and done. No drive, but we running. Walk up to you while you showing us stunts till you up that jury and money. Playing games.
Damn, Zeus still out there.
For the love of the bankroll. Keep it busy. Don't nobody care about it.
What you mean?
You got problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gonna lie. I promise that a day go by. I ain't on the grind if I ain't on fire. If it one thing I want, then it can't go by. Trying to put seat wheels on the Range Rover. I ain't finna play no game, that what you know. So if you think at the top, tell them move over. Modern day Tupac in a new hover. You know them now come with us and down. We dodge a steady duck and clown. We chasing meals so we can put that down. Top, but we run the town. But with millions in with no cap and gown. We're all in what happened now. Metal throne, concrete crown. Call that line, you getting beat. Real boy veteran.
You sleep over?
Academy. Still remember me when they were sick and needed their medicine. Better watch it, partner, you ain't around here thinking sweet, you got the wrong idea. Get left out there, tell them so what? I kept trap music, all black. Still, I'm that stupid. Still down to do it if you ask stupid. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah. Trap music, all black. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah. What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. check into golf. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No cost. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white.
Damn.
Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city that's
That's
light.
deep.
LED look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look light. Why even play with your light? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city.